Have you ever wanted to be something that you're not? I wanted to be a guitar player and be in a band, and I wanted to be cool. But then I figured out that learning to play guitar is hard, like really, really hard, like way more hard than I am willing to put in the effort to learn how to do. But chicks dig guitar players, man. And so part of me still wishes I had taken the time to learn. But if I'm being really honest, I don't really want to learn how to play the guitar. I just want to be a guitar player. And as strange as that sounds, they are two very different things. It is very human to want to be something without having to go through all the trial and effort that it takes in order to be that thing. Why do humans do this? Why do we want to be things that we're unwilling to put in the work to be? I really got to wondering about that today when I was telling someone a story about my failed attempt to learn to play the guitar. I wanted to be the next Slash or Maynard. I wanted to make super powerful riffs that were soul wrenching and made people cry. I just didn't want to take the time to learn how to do it. As I look back now, I think that when I was younger, I thought that if I could play the guitar, it would be something really interesting about me, something that other people would find cool, and that I could be this really dark and brooding poet, and I could move people with my music. There was a hole in me, and I didn't realize it. And I didn't understand that I had other talents in this life that could fulfill that need. I could move people with words. I could move people with my thoughts, with my voice. But I didn't think any of that was cool. Recently, I seen this phenomenon pop back up with my son. You see, he is an athlete, a better athlete than I ever was, and he was trying out for his AAU team. And I've never seen him try harder for anything in his entire life. He practiced all summer and he went to camps and he did at least 100 pickup games or more, always trying to get better. But there were other kids that were trying out that were naturally talented. And they were there just to show off, dribble between their legs, make fancy half court shots. And my son turned to me and he said, I can't believe these kids. They want to be basketball players, but they don't really want to learn how to play basketball. Not like me, Dad. This is who I am. People want to be things other than they are because they don't like who they are. I knew people in my writing groups who wanted to be writers, but they didn't want to be critiqued. They just enjoyed telling people that they were writers. I've met people who worked out at the gym, but they never really did anything. They never got more in shape. They just liked being gym people. They liked getting dressed up in gym clothes and talking about how many sets they did. They never changed their diet or did any of the things that people who are really trying to get in shape do. I've known countless people who did this, who went to the gym and worked out over and over again because they wanted the identity of being a gym rat, but they hated it. They hated it. The same thing with my writing groups. I knew people, they would write and write and write, but they hated it. They didn't even like to read, but they wanted to be known as this thing. I have a boss who hates his job. He hates doing what he does, but he can't see himself doing anything else. It's because when we let go of our fantasies of who we want to be, then we're left with who we are. And sometimes looking at who we are is horrifying because of the emptiness there, because we haven't learned to accept our true talents, our true natures, and we haven't learned to live authentically with the talents and abilities that we've been blessed with. There are so many people doing things in their life that they don't want to be doing, but they love what doing that thing makes others think about them. They love persona and social acceptance and the gratification that comes with people saying, "Oh, you are this thing." But what these people don't know is that living that lie, living inauthentically, is creating a lot of anxiety and troubles in your life. You'll know when you spot these people because they get defensive when you call them out. You say, "Oh, you don't really like being a supervisor at this plant." And they go, "No, I love it. Look at the money I get. I love being in charge of people." When you attack people's false identities, be prepared for major backlash. But here's a truth that these people have not yet accepted. The more you want to be something that you can't be, the more unhappier you'll be. And the less you want to be things that you are not, the happier you'll be. I no longer want to be a guitar player, and that makes me really happy. What is it that you're trying to be that you aren't? Find it, discover it, stop it, and then start doing the things you really want to do in life. Thank you for listening, and have a wise day.